Cheers. March 21st, 2025. A little chilly this morning. I just lit the fire out here in the garage, get the place warmed up. Then I'm going to come out and work on the 48. Pretty much my daily ritual. I could say it gets kind of mundane, but I love a good fire. I can sit here and just watch this burn for an hour. Then I'll take my little, get it stoked up a little bit. Burning up some of that, when I picked up the last of my wood, there's a whole bunch of little pieces of wood and leaves and everything else. So I scrape it all up, throw it in the barrel, and then this is the time of year I use it to have a quick fire here in the garage. Just all sticks, pieces, shards off the split wood. Beautiful, beautiful rainy day here, filling up my, I thought you could see the Gulf. Can't see it. The rain is filling up my greenhouse tank. It's under the 600-gallon water tank. So we had heavy rain earlier. It's slowing down a little bit. But pretty much all the water that comes off of that roof goes into that barrel. And about the halfway point, you can see I put the spigot in. And that garden hose runs all the way down to my tank down at the greenhouse. And so the water goes through that hose all the way down. Started putting the plastic on yesterday. I cut the door out, still got to do the door, and still got 2 more sides to go. A few more trim strips to go on there. Not today though, with this rain. I'm not going to be out here with the rain and wind. Operation Dehorde still in effect once the rain stops, but today we got the 48 in. We're going to get up inside of here and do some work. Started pulling the glove box out. So one thing I found was when you're working on these dashboards, it's real hard to get behind here. Everything's screwed in. What I found was I had to take the glove box out and then reach my arm in this way, take these out, and then once you get this loose, you can actually have access to the back of the speedometer pretty easily. So I learned that from working on these trucks for years. They would ask me, if you're working on the speedometer, why did you take this off? And I told them to lay under there and try to get their arm in there and take that speedometer loose and take those screws out. You know, it's just years of doing it. So this will be the check engine light and alternator light. I soldered them together. I still have to put them in. I'm going to make a piece of plastic from the back of a dash maybe, or something I have in scrap to hold those, and hopefully I can find a and they'll be in behind this screen, so you won't see them unless they they light up. Then when you start the car, they go out. So you will see them when the car is ignition on, engine not running. So what I'm looking for inside here is that brown wire that I had saved to hook up. I'm going to have to get in here with a light to show you what this. So here's the connector for the computer right here. So I can trip the codes. It's right up under here. And then, I'm not sure which wire it is. It might be this one right here, this black wire. Yeah, it's loose. Gonna have to get up in there and look around and see which wire I'm looking for the check engine. And then the alternator comes back from the brown wire on the alternator. I know that one. I've done so much GM wiring in the starting, with like 40s cars up through the 90s, and I can tell you pretty much what any wire color is just from doing it from all those years. But only for Chevrolet. I couldn't do that for Ford or Chrysler, only because I've worked on mostly Chevrolets. But I still got a few things to do. I got this dome light that I still have to install under here. When I was building this, I'll say that the wires are secure, but I didn't retape them. I just fastened them. I took pieces of tape and just made sections where it was fastened so I could see the harness. And now, like I say, what the plan is to go back and finish some of the things I didn't finish when I built the truck. But this truck has had a good shakeout. I drove it all summer, and I've been going over checking bolts. Like I checked all the fender bolts just for the heck of it, make sure they were tight. Everything is holding tight. Everything is doing well. All the oils are full, clean. All the lights are still working. The wipers, they're a little bit funny when, I don't know. I made that motor out of a regular GM motor, and I converted it to get the action for these type of wipers, and they do work. But this one doesn't seem to wipe enough of the windshield. See how it stayed up there? And that's an issue, but I think it's got something to do with this arm right here, because I can push it down. See it? So I got to work on the arm itself. I think the connection on the arm is coming loose where the shaft connects to and that's why it was going over the side. So I got to pull that out. So I got work to do. And I do drive this truck in the rain. In the summertime, anywhere I go, I'll be driving this truck. Store, car shows, whatever. I mean, this is my daily driver, basically. That's the way it is in Rusty, Rhode Island. I don't know if I showed you guys that horn that I restored. Can you see the head of it here? And the tutor goes forward, and then I got two horns now. And let's see how they blast. So that'll get their attention. I took that horn apart, this old horn. This was on a truck. It's hard to see, I know, in there, but it goes under. It's got the flute on the end of it here, pointing forward. I came off of a 2-ton truck, electric horn, and I replaced the horn inside of the can. So I took both of them. I took the cans apart, and I put Volkswagen high notes inside of the can, the original, and then put it back together. So they're new horns inside of old cans. And boy, do they got a toot. And it looks pretty cool when you open the hood to see the older horns under there. Water pump rusting up. Aluminum's all patinaed. This is definitely not a dressed up under the hood. And I didn't want it to be. This is supposed to be a just dragged it out of the barn truck. I mean, I dragged it out of the barn, threw some tires on it, and I'm cruising in it. That's the idea. A lot of people think it's a piece of crap. It's got all new steering column, tires, brakes, brake lines, hoses, universal joint, drive shaft, everything for safety, all the lights. I could take this in right now and pass. Even the emergency brake works. I installed a emergency brake. A lot of guys would just bypass this, but there's my emergency brake. new cables, and it works just fine. Power brakes, power steering. Gets criticism from people saying, that's a piece of crap. You have no idea. You have no idea. This has got a solid, runnable chassis under it, and it's designed to look beat up. Out from Rest of Rhode Island, guys. My Friday rant and raves. What's your rant and rave? Later, guys. See you on Bad Chad.